Australia. It's the Eurovision quiz contest with the lovely Zemiro, the clever Casey Bennetto, and your host, the always sexy Toby Truslove.
Ja, zwart Toby Truslove. Pretty impressive. That's feeling pretty good. God avond van donut, Miss Suletoy. It all starts tonight in Copenhagen. Let's meet our entrants for finals tonight. Please welcome the woman who, by the magic of television, will be in a commentary booth on Eurovision Island in Denmark in just 28 minutes. It's Zemiro. Is there a taxi waiting to get you?
There is a taxi waiting, a water taxi, because of course the venue is over water. I can't wait.
And a man who will be in a Melbourne bar immediately after this show, drinking a shot every time there is a key change. It's Casey Bennetto. How does that work, the shot every key change?
I don't know. It used to be really scary, actually. 2 out of every 3 Eurovision entries would be like, I'm Mr. Happy Guy, I'm just a happy guy.
Less key changes, he liver will thank you. On Julia's team, we have an artist who loves the golden era of song. But does she know what Diggy Loo Diggy Lay means? It's the multiple ARIA award-winning, altogether brilliant songstress. It's Ms. Megan Washington. Megan.
I don't know what the
Diggy Loo? You don't know? You'll find out soon. Have you ever wondered what you would look like with blonde hair?
I would love to know what I look like with...
There you go. It's Milan Stankovic. Or is it Milan Washington? Or Megan Stankovic from Serbia in 2010. Joining Megan is a comedy songwriter, composer and performer. He makes up 1/3 of the trio Tripod. Police officers call him Simon Hall. We called him back again, and we call him Yon. Tonight, archives have found your doppelganger. It's this guy. Look at him.
This guy.
Oh, wow.
It's Sven Lomas from Estonia. Let's see what happens when we yonify Sven.
Oh, yeah. That's just a whole different career.
He's a bit of... I think I've seen that guy in my corner. I think I've given him $5 once.
On Captain Casey's left, here to add some style, sass, and some very fitting glitz and sparkle to her team, the German-speaking, sultry singing, cabaret royalty, the sensational Meow Meow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Meow Meow.
Yes, a cunning linguist from way back, as we often say.
Oh, done it already. Your doppel tonight is the San Mauritian entrant from 2011. It's Senate.
Did I make a major effort? I don't think so.
Let's see what happens when we Meow Meow.
Oh my God, I'm beautiful.
There is no Dana, only Zul.
Ghostbusters in jokes.
Meow. Casey, we're very lucky to have this next guest tonight, taking time out of his preparation for tonight's semi-final. When he's in Europe, he's a Romanian-born singer-songwriter, producer and musician. When he's in Australia, he's a comedian. Eurovision know him as Ovi Martin. And we welcome him tonight as Mr. Dan Ilic.
Hello.
Dan, your doppelganger is so good. Yes. In fact, so good that we've heard
it's the only good
conspiracy theories all week that you are, in fact, Ovi of Romania.
Yep.
Care to wade in?
Well, I'm happy to tell everyone here tonight that I actually am Ovi from Romania, and straight after the show, I'll be on a plane with Jules to Eurovision. So, the fact.
You heard it here first. Wait a second.
This is Ovi from Romania. There is only one Ovi from Romania, and when I perform tonight, it will be for Ovi of Romania. Hey, Dan Ilic, you can ilic my ass.
Oh, you know, that guy, sure, he's a bit of a jerk, but he's very handsome.
All right, enough nonsense. Teams, put your hands on your heart. Round 1, let's play the Eurovision Top 10. Tonight, nostalgia. And we take a look at the Eurovision Top 10 Best Acts. Since 1956, Eurovision has produced countless classic songs. The sheer number is far too numerous to list, but we've done it anyway with the top 10 best acts. Teams, careful not to be too distracted by the music and the regalia as we count them down. Study the action very carefully because I'm going to be testing your ears and eyes for the detail straight after this top 10 best acts of Eurovision countdown. You ready?
Yes.
Let's roll them. At number 10, it's the highest selling winner of Eurovision ever.
Wow.
Despite the dancing.
I believe they won.
Looks like Ian Turpin.
Number 9 is Dima Bilal. Check that out.
Young Ovi.
That's great.
Oh! Ghost piano.
At number 8, the Swedish Kate Bush took Eurovision to a new level of barefoot sophistication. Loreen.
She doesn't quite do full dance moves, that's why I like to see.
Yeah, it's kind of drunk calisthenics. That's what it is.
At number 7, wholesome, fresh, and just a little bit sexy. A Norska version of our own Olivia Newton-John. It's the perky Corolla, not the car. Representing Sweden.
Wow, great. Are they playing Dance Dance Revolution?
Number 6, who invented the Austin Powers look? It was Cliff Richard.
Sir
Cliff Austin Powers Richard went from 1 point from winning Eurovision. It was a cliffhanger.
Yeah, baby.
Number 5, it's Lordi. In a sauna for too long.
Yeah. Wow, they've bred him fierce in Finland.
The thing that bothers me is the instruments aren't all... The instruments are just nice new instruments.
Number 4, as cute as a button, Norwegian fiddler. What's not to like? He smashed the record book too. It's Alexander Rybak. Number 3, it was back in the days before makeovers and the outfit's a little bit confused. But when she hits the chorus, look out, Celine Dion lifts the roof. Yeah.
Well, it was back in the day not only before makeovers, but before nose jobs, in that case.
Cool and accurate. Number 2, born in Frankston, Victoria, it's our own Johnny Logan. 3-time winner of Eurovision. Mr. Eurovision to you.
Mr. Eurovision.
And finally, when Eurovision met this band, something magical happened. They cast a spell that's lasted for 40 years and it's still rippling round the Australian suburbs and in members of this panel. And in light of that, our number 1 of the Eurovision top 10 best acts is ABBA! Yeah!
Smack number 1, don't they?
That's just driving me right back into being like 5 years old and watching my 2 elder sisters with hairbrushes.
Oh, stop.
All right, question numero the uno.
Oh, look, your languages are getting better by the minute.
Aren't they? I'm all across Europe.
You've said that every episode.
Which of the UK entries shown was the highest-selling Eurovision winner ever? Team Casey?
It was the Brotherhood of Man with Save Your Kisses for Me.
It was indeed Save Your Kisses for Me. Question 2. Name either of Johnny Logan's Eurovision winning songs when he was a soloist. Team Casey.
In 1980, it was What's Another Year, and in 1987, it was Hold Me Now.
That is 1 point for being clever. Wow. Question 3. How many females were on stage in the group Lordi? That's Julia's team.
There might be 2, but yeah, there is one. She's on the keyboard. She's very attractive. I'm going to say Eins.
It is indeed Eins.
Oh.
Question 4. Alexander Rybak got the highest ever Eurovision score of 387 for which country? I think it was Julia's team.
He was Norwegian.
It was Norway, yes.
She knew.
Norwegian. Question 5. Which country did Celine Dion win the Eurovision for? Ye.
That's not in Europe, is it? Quer, is it?
There must be.
No, quer is not in. Not and fr is too.
Canada.
But what if we said Switzerland?
If you said Switzerland, you'd be correct.
Oh.
I'd say Switzerland. And finally, question 6. What colour outfit was ABBA's Agnetha wearing in the performance of Waterloo?
Blau. Which is German for blue.
It was blue. So at the end of that round, we have Casey's team on 3 and Julia's team on 3.
Look at them, so smug with their arias.
After the break, it's the Zemirians versus the Bennetians and family versus family. Right after this. For the family going now, and we call this one the Eurovision Family Tree. Casey's team, you're up first. Your team's family tree is from Italy. Now, the following artists have all represented Italy at the Eurovision Song Contest. You must order these on the tree, top down, oldest to newest. Your artists are Domenico Modugno, 2, Nina Zilli, Act 3, Raffaele Gualazzi. Act 4, Toto Cotugno.
Hey.
Act 5,
I'm a Toto.
Jalise. Order from oldest to youngest, top down. You have 30 seconds and your time starts. And now.
Okay, this is pretty tricky. And Nina Zilli goes at the bottom because she was
Nina Zilli
most
goes at the
recent.
bottom. Here we go.
Toto Cotugno was 1990, so we've got to pick the other ones around there.
He looks very 1992, though. Gosh.
He looks more recent, doesn't he? No one from the Renaissance. I don't know where I am.
Toto at 3.
Maybe them at 2.
Jalisi at 2.
5.
Is that a red herring? Black and white at the top?
Could be.
Oh, my
3, 2,
God.
1. Step away from the tree. Well done. The correct order is 1958, Domenico.
Yes.
In 1990 was Toto, yes. In 97, Jalise.
We've still got it.
Number 4, Raphael. Raphael was next. And in 2012 was Nina Zilli. So, 4 points. Julia's team, your turn. Tonight, your family tree is from Greece.
It is.
Julia, who's hooking you up on
Jon,
the tree tonight?
You will do the hard work tonight.
The tree. Team Julia, your artists are as follows. Act 1,
Yes.
Eleftheria Eleftheriou.
Oh, lovely work from
Thank you. Thanks very much. Act 2, Cosa Mostra, featuring Agathon.
Oh, okay. I know this.
Know this one? You know this? Act 3, Helena Paparizou. Act 4, Sakis Rouvas. Act 5, Georgos Alkathios.
Wow. Okay.
So your time starts now.
Okay, I would like you to put Cosa Mostra last, and then take Yorgos and he's second last, and then put him in third place. Now, I'm just not sure, Megan, which lady looks more dressed from another time.
How thin are the eyebrows? It's
Yeah.
all about the thickness of the
These,
eyebrows.
look, Jon's already made a bit of a...
smaller.
You think they're smaller?
smaller?
Okay, they go to the
Higher at the
top.
top.
And she's got a very modern dress, and because I should know Paparizou and Eleftheriou, but I don't. But I think it's Sakis and Yorgos, and then Cosa Mostra. Do you think? Are you happy with that?
I only have eyebrows.
You've only got eyebrows. You helped with eyebrows. I think that's our final order.
Okay, step away, Jon. The correct answer, 2004, Sakis Rouvos was at the top.
No, he wasn't, was he?
Yes.
But he's done it several times.
It was 2009
Did he do
as
it
well.
in that outfit several times?
He did it twice.
Well, he was in it twice, so I will give you a point. 2005 was Helena, was 2005. 2010 was Georgios. Eleftheria was in 2012.
Yes.
And Cosa Mostra was in 2013 down the bottom. So very,
confident.
very
so
close.
confident with my knowledge. And
So very
wrong.
controversial.
We got it exactly wrong.
That won't help at all. It is time to play What Happens Next? Now, This is a game of pause and effect. We'll play an iconic moment, we'll hit pause, and ask you to guess what happens next. Team Casey, you're up first.
All right.
Your clip is from the 2006 Eurovision Song Contest.
Okay.
It's the zany Icelandic entry, Sylvia Knight. Let's have a look at the screens.
Oh, yes.
OK. I need you, Team Casey, to tell me what happens next. A, she exclaims, "Oh my God, it's a golden shower."
Yes.
B,
Bit obvious, maybe.
she gets glitter bombed, which is followed by a gust of wind that blows her outfit right off. Or C, the glitter bomb is followed by a gust of wind that blows her right off the stage.
Oh. C sounds more probable.
It does, doesn't it? The other two sound a bit
Much more fun.
outlandish.
Yes.
And if it hasn't happened, I'm going to put it in the next show I do.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But if I was her, I would be saying, "Oh, I'm getting a golden shower."
A, B or C?
C, I reckon C. She gets blown right off.
Do you think
Off
blown
the
right
stage.
off? Completely blown.
Definitely blown.
We're going to say she gets blown.
Blown right off.
So many entendres going around at the moment. Are you saying C?
C.
Blue right. OK, let's watch the clip and see if you were correct.
Time for a...
She was actually booed off stage on that performance. Booed
For
off
saying
stage.
See, if that was held in Germany, they'd be like, "Woo, yeah, golden showers."
Yeah.
I like the fact that we based our answer on the notion that Eurovision wouldn't go there. What fools.
You foolish fools. OK, Team Julia.
Yes.
It's your turn. I'll paint a picture. Your clip features the Spanish 2010 entry by Dan Ilic at the Eurovision Song Contest in Oslo, Norway. Now, Daniel's singing away. His routine is going quite well. Let's have a look and see what happens next.
Cosas simples que ahora no me das, que te pido con locura si no quieres terminar algo pequeñito. Oh.
There's a murmur in the crowd because I think they know.
OK, well, I'm going to say A, the ballerina girl slips on the stage and falls flat on her face. B, the soldier draws his sword and accidentally pokes the lead singer in the eye. C, a member of the audience runs up onto the stage and joins in enthusiastically with the performance. You have 1 minute to discuss.
I feel like it's an audience member thing.
Yeah, well, no,
There's just too many good
Yeah.
props to work with. It seems so
well,
obvious.
Sampang and I were watching it, and all of a sudden, someone from the audience did jump up, and I said, "What's that?" And he said, "What? That's part of the act." I said, "No, it's not." We sat through rehearsal. He couldn't remember. So I will say, because I was there, it is someone from the audience.
Well, we'll just double check. It is C. Let's have a look at some of that excitement.
Tus manos tienes la ocasión.
And he's still in time with the music. He's not taking away from it. He's in there, and everyone doesn't know what to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you look up close on the footage, you can see the other dancers going, like, what do we do? What do we do? And professional as they were, they hung in there.
They did.
And he got the chance to sing his song again.
Jimmy jumped in. That's
No,
great.
not Jimmy.
We're going to have a quick score check now. Oh, things are neck and neck. Julia's team is on 6 and Casey's team is also on 6. It is time to warm up the vocal cords as we head towards our final segment. Team captains, have you chosen someone to sing? Team Julia, who's going to sing for you?
Well, I think if you look at this particular panel, the only person who possibly should be singing is the delightful Megan Washington.
Whatevs.
Good choice.
Sorry.
Team Casey, who's going to sing for you?
How now? Meow, meow.
It's Meow Meow, Megan Washington, Meow Meow. Please pop on your discophones. And when we get back, these two songsters will be singing Les chansons et le language de forain for le shot at scoring le coveted 12 points. round of the Eurovision quiz contest. The semi-finals are about to kick off in Copenhagen in just a few minutes. Can you imagine what the contestants are feeling? Excitement, butterflies, sweaty palm terror. It's the same here, except our contestants can't pronounce their lyrics or emote the song they're being forced to sing. They've possibly never even visited the country we're forcing them to represent. These are the joys of this final round that we call Douze Points. Now, teams, one of you will be singing a song in the original language it was performed in. The rest of the team have to guess what the language is, the name of the song and the artist. You guess all three correctly, that's 4 points per correct answer. You will get the perfect score of 12 points. Now, Megan Washington, would you like to make your way around to the stadium? By stadium, I mean podium. You excited? You ready?
Can't wait.
Can't wait. In your own time. Stay out there, that was beautiful. Can you justify that performance and do her proud by giving me the language, the song name and the artist?
First of all, it justified itself.
Yes.
In its pure beauty.
Beauty of it, absolute beauty. But I can honestly say I've never heard that song in my life. Nek Mere sounded like the title because you said it lots of times.
I said it a lot, and I looked at you when I said it.
You did, and I enjoyed that. So Nek Mere, I think, is the title.
Nek Mere.
Yes,
But
I'll give you that.
Nek Mere Hebrew, Greek, or some kind of Eastern European language?
And it's a bird.
It's a bird, a country
that has a bird on its flag.
Yes.
No, it's got birds in the country.
In the
Dragons.
Dragon.
It's one of the 7 kingdoms.
It's one of the 7 kingdoms. Look, winter is
Do you have a crack at the language?
Oh, look. Croatia.
Oh, what?
She just cheated by doing crows.
All right.
Okay, Croatia. Do I know a Croatian singer off the top of my head?
Yes.
I have to say I don't.
Then I am giving you...
No points. Oh, you know,
well, I'm going to give you 8 points. It was mime, and Eurovision, there's a lot of mime and, you know, flapping going on in the background. So, Megan, come back. We'll have a look at the original. We'll watch Dan Ilic from Croatia with Neka Mi Nezvain.
If I had done those arms, would you have got it?
Possibly not. Possibly not.
But it would have added.
Casey's team, Meow, s'il vous plaît.
Oui.
Claim your spotlight.
All right.
Walk to the stage. When you're ready.
Je suis une poupée de cire, une poupée de sang. Mon cœur est gravé dans mes chansons, poupée de cire, poupée de sang. Ces disques sont de miroirs dans lequel chacun peut me voir. Je suis partout à la fois, brisée en 1000 éclats de voix. Elle se laisse séduire pour un oui, pour un non. L'amour n'est pas que dans les chansons, poupée de cire, poupée de sang.
Meow Meow. Ladies and gentlemen, Meow Meow. I'll ask you, just stay there, Meow Meow. I'm going to need the language, the song name, and the artiste.
The language was French.
It was French, though the country was Luxembourg, but the language was French.
Just well, you don't get an extra point for that. Just the language.
The song was Poupée de cire, poupée de sang.
Which means wax doll, rag doll in French. There you
Okay,
go.
and can you give me, for another 4 points, the artiste?
The artiste's name, interestingly for someone representing Luxembourg, was France Gall.
And the artist is indeed France Gall. Meow Meow, if I can bring you back, because you have scored 12 points! Let's have a look at the original clip, with France Gall. A quick score check. Wow, what has happened? We have got Julia on 14, and ladies and gentlemen, Casey Bennetto's team, 18 points! Thank you to our final contestants, Jon, Megan, Meow Meow and Dan. In just a few moments, the coverage of semi-final 1 begins on SBS 1. And Casey, I think we should mark this occasion. If you would like to take your guitar, let's give Julia a true Eurovision send-off.
Yeah,
Go on.
Love it.
Yeah. I'm Toby Truslove, Tjussen Tak Australia, and hello Europe!
Though it hurts to go away, it's impossible to stay. But there's one thing we must say before you go. 'Cause we love you. We love you. All the while. With your cute little way. Won't you promise us you'll save your kisses for me? Save all your kisses for me. So long, honey, so long. Hang on, baby, hang on. Won't you save them for me till you're back in Australia? Julia has 30 seconds to get to Copenhagen. I have 30 seconds to get to Melbourne. You've got 30 seconds to tune to SBS 1. Do it now!